On the first Saturday of December, I had planned to meet a friend for climbing. Waking up to a snow-covered ground, I realized my plan had been cancelled. I decided to embrace the day, creating a deep dive video of the Sony Xperia 5 Mark V for all of you, and sharing the memories I made throughout the day. There aren't many large companies that earn my respect as much as Sony does. Despite its shortcomings, Sony devices possess character, and the quality speaks for itself. Sony philosophy centers around the concept of Kando, a Japanese word roughly translating to emotion, or a sense of awe and wonder. The philosophy emphasizes creating products and experiences that evoke deep emotional responses, bringing joy and inspiration to people's lives. Sony places importance on the design of its smartphones, aiming for a combination of form and function. The company often emphasizes sleek and stylish designs, while ensuring phones are comfortable to use. What makes Sony phones unique are their 21:9 aspect ratio, a dedicated shutter button, volume keys usable for zooming into pictures, and fingerprint scanner placed on the power button. The flagship Sony Xperia 1 Mark V boasts a 4K display, while the smaller compact version Sony Xperia 5 Mark V features 1080 by 2520 pixels and a 5000 mAh battery. I truly appreciate the design of no camera notches, no 5 cameras on the back, a headphone jack, and a SD card slot, and an easy way to remove the SIM card on the back. What always excites me about Sony Xperia phones is a thoughtful approach to the camera and camera software to capture life exactly as you see it. A prime example is the photography and videography pro applications on Sony flagship phones. The camera has a basic mode with enough options for capturing photo like any other flagship phone. Simultaneously, the Pro mode provides more control over your creation, with a user interface similar to any Sony Alpha camera. There is even an auto mode in the Pro version for quick captures, and the program mode allows the camera to control the shutter speed while leaving the rest in your hands. Sony flagship phones are feature a 4K 120 frame per second video mode, enabling the creation of amazing footage. Whether it's your pet, a dancing scene, doing sports, or capturing the first snowfall of winter. The question should be asked though, if Sony phones are so amazing, why don't they sell? They have everything: build quality, options, battery, durability, great lenses, great camera sensors, gorgeous displays, a clean UI, a large fan base, and a strong brand. I think they are just really bad at marketing. I feel Apple and Samsung won the market some time ago. The problem with the fast-paced technology device market is that you need tons of cash to innovate. You need those cash to sell the next generation. If you fall behind only once, it's really hard to catch up because you don't have enough money to innovate and market for the next cycle. I can give two obvious examples of how the marketing department in Sony can really step up their game. As the first example, research shows that when numbers are higher, users associate it with better quality. That's why both Samsung and iPhone increase the number of their models. Intuitively, iPhone 15 is better than iPhone 14. So when the iPhone 15 is out, you have to buy it and ditch your iPhone 14. For Sony, there are 3 lines of phones: 1 for the flagship, 5 for the compact, and 10 for the budget. Do you see the problem here? Even though culturally for Japanese people, number 1 has a special place, that's not how most people associate number 1 with being the flagship. The second example is how they announced the launch of the flagship app. Sometimes it's 3 to 6 months before it's launched into the market. It simply kills the hype before the launch even happens. Sony did lots of innovation in the past. Sony created the first waterproof and dustproof design in Xperia Z series, the first 4K display in Xperia Z5 Premium, and super slow motion video recording in Z series. The latest Sony innovation is in their camera lens sensors. The Xperia 1 Mark V image sensor has a 2-layer transistor, one for the photodiode and one for the photo transistor, making it 2 times better than old generation in low light. This stacking of sensors allowed Sony to remove a third camera from their Sony Xperia 5 Mark V, which is a welcoming trend. I'm happy that despite losing a ton of market share, Sony phones still get produced every year. Ganbare Sony, we believe in you. Let me know what do you think is the reason Sony lost the smartphone market share. Also, please don't forget to like the video or subscribe to the channel if you didn't already. I also feel Sony got punished for not artificially making the photos look better and opted for a more authentic approach in photography. At the end of the day, life is not perfect. You don't see everything during the night, and neither should your camera. It's more authentic to capture moments the way you saw them, not the best way they should be processed. You only want to capture those memories, and one day you stumble upon those pictures accidentally and they will make you smile. Whether they were a portrait photo, a picture of lights in the Christmas market, or a selfie that you send to your family. On my way to the market, I stayed for a few minutes listening to the old guy playing the flute and a nostalgic song. The guy reminded me of my deceased uncle. I captured the video and sent it to my dad. Arigato Sony, for evoking my emotions and letting me share it with the people that I love. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed capturing the day. Bye!